Welcome back to the GoBros YouTube channel. Today is a big day because it's winter and we're getting heat in the shop. So before we even start putting heat in here, the biggest thing is going to be make sure everything is insulated. And because heat rises, insulating the ceiling here of the shop is going to be huge. And that's where we're going to start today, is by insulating the roof. We're going to Home Depot now that we have our dimensions for the insulation. It is 30, as you've seen, it's 30 by 16. So we got to figure out if it's going to be more cost effective to get blow-in insulation and just kind of pack it in. There's already plastic up there, but then there's nothing underneath the plastic, it's just the wood. Or if it'll be more cost effective to get the fiberglass roll-in stuff. And just based on how the trusses are, I think it's going to be easier to do the blow-in insulation, so that way we can just tuck it in the plastic and we'll be good to go. But we'll see when we get to Home Depot. All right, I made it here to Home Depot. There's a couple different ones we're looking at. So there's the rollout kind, like this, that you typically see in like an attic and stuff. There's also this blow-in kind here, which once I ran the numbers, this can be a lot more cost effective to use. So we're gonna need to grab 13 of these. All right, so we just got it all loaded up into the truck. We have the back seat full, as well as the truck bed back there. We ended up going with 12 bags instead of 13, just because for an R rating of 19, which is like the starting value for attics and houses, we only needed 12 bags, and R rating 19 would be plenty for the shop. So now we can head home and then get blowing this into the attic. All right, so we have all the insulation hauled in. I ended up getting 12 of these, as you've seen in the earlier clip. The next step is going to be climbing up here. Probably gets a little higher this time. And we have to pull up this plastic or just tuck the insulation underneath. So I'm gonna get all of those moved up into here. Oh, Gimble's not happy. Up into here. So that way we don't have to carry one up at a time, because that would be a little bit of a pain. All right, so that was the last one. Now the real fun begins. All right, so now that we're actually up here, I don't know how well you can see me. And I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see me putting this insulation in. So I'm gonna set up a time lapse for this, and you may or may not see it. If you don't see it, then I'll show you the end product. A lot of time spreading the insulation. We finally got it in. That stuff is nasty. Look at it. I'm just covered. But this is what it ended up looking like. Climb on up here. Typical insulation. Nothing fancy, but it's definitely gonna do a great job. Carly wanted to eat up here. I do know that you can blow in that insulation. The reason I didn't was because the blowers were like on a 3-week timer, and I didn't want to wait 3 weeks to put the insulation in. That's it. All right, so now that we have the insulation all packed up into the ceiling, we can get some firewood, because it's not gonna heat itself. So we got some firewood here. Go ahead, get it cut up, and then load it up. And then we'll finally have a heated job. All right, we're all loaded up now. We have the truck filled full as well as the trailer. Let's get heading back to the shop. Gotcha, guys. It's actually me stacking this. Let's go put wood on the fire, turn on the pump, and see if we have heat. All right, so off camera, I put in 2 new shark bite fittings up there. The old ones were leaking, so I had to replace them. These are pretty cool fittings. They go on, I think it's called PEX tubing, but they literally just push on, and then you can pull these 2 tabs here and release it. But we're gonna go turn the pump on the stove and see if we have any leaks, and see if we have, most importantly, heat. And it's gonna be this one here. And then we're gonna run. See if there's any leaks, because if there's a leak, it's gonna be bad. Hear water going through it, which means I don't think there's a leak. You can hear it filling up. Water going in. So water's coming in here. All right. So we have water running through both sides now, and I don't see any leaks, which is good. Cool. That is awesome. That's gonna end this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, trying to grow the channel. It really helps out. We'll see you in the next one.